Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. But before we start, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai,
Ba'asham Rakak Wadash.
Ba'asham Rachak Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akyam that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Gone. So we're back here, another Saturday, giving our bodies as a living sacrifice in this thing of ours, in this truth. We're bidding people to the marriage. We're condemning everybody that walks past. You know, everybody that has to hear the word is going to hear it. So let's jump into that, man. Romans 12.
This is Romans. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, for Hashem Yahushai, which is your reasonable service. God. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now. We're presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. Because back in the Old Testament, you have to sacrifice if you go off. You have to sacrifice a bullock, you have to sacrifice a lamb. You know, there was daily sacrifice. But Yahushua came and did away with that. He didn't come to do away with all the law, but he came to fulfill the law. So he came being the sacrificial lamb, but still we have to sacrifice what we can. And we're here prophesying and giving our body as a living sacrifice, you know? Because this is not easy, coming here week in and week out and doing this work, you know? Because it's work, it's not for our pleasure that we do this. This is because Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai has ordained us, has ordered us to prophesy before he destroys this kingdom. Gone.
That ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable.
Holy? What does that mean, holy? Holy means to be set apart, you know? You have to be separate from this world. You have to separate yourself from your family, from your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Everybody that's against this, you know, that's against living righteous and living according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Because that's what the word holy stands for, to be set apart, to sanctify yourself. And how are you going to preach this wisdom of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai if you're not holy yourself, if you're filthy, if you're sinning, if you're doing sin upon sin, which is iniquity? You know, if you're full of iniquity, then you can't understand this. You're going to be wicked. You're going to be partying every Friday, and then you have to come here Saturday, half drunk, you know, still got the scent of the demons on you, and then, you know, you can't do this work, man. That's what it means to be holy, to sanctify yourself. What we do is that we study, we keep the law, statutes, and commandments at the best of our abilities, you know, and then we come and preach this word. This is the book Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. Man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you're busy with iniquities, if you're in malicious acts, you know, fucking other man's wives and stuff like that, you know, you're not gonna be full of wisdom. You're gonna be a child of Belial. You know,
that's for the men. For the woman, it's like dressing like a whore out here in the street, man.
No.
You know, that's not wisdom. That's not modest apparel neither, man. So if you can't even do that, how can you submit to your if you can't even submit to your husband? How can you submit to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, man? You know, if you can't submit to the man that you have a relationship with, or is according to the scriptures your husband, then you can't submit to the Heavenly Father, man. Which means that you will be cast out as well, man. You know?
God, you
So
gotta,
because they don't see that you have that there's you have power, you know. Esau makes it to where they don't have to listen, you know. But that's for the woman, for the woman's part, you know, because they have to be changed as well, you know. And not even talking about these other nations, man. I'm talking about the Israelite woman, man.
God, because she is causing you to sin, you know. She has her man at home, she has her family, but then she's like, no man, it's nice weather. This weather is okay. I gotta wear short booty shorts, you know. Gotta let my my tits show, you know. But then when you look, then it's your fault.
Yeah, because they look, man. If a woman dresses like a hoe, to me she's a hoe, man. And that's how men are gonna approach her as well, man. They ain't gonna respect you. They're gonna pump and dump you, man. That's how men are gonna look at you then, man. But they know this. They know this, but they still want to fight against it. Like you need to think different.
Yeah, you gotta change because of
They
but
gotta
you
change.
gotta
They
change.
gotta change for wearing these hoe ass clothing, man.
And then they say,
You know?
yeah, but it's hot. It's hot. Actually, when you're hot, you're supposed to cover up, man. You know, to be able to stay cool.
Exactly, because
Or wear linen, you know.
yeah.
You know, cover your head. That's how you actually keep your head cool, man.
Like in the desert, what they do is they drink tea. They don't drink cool things.
No, because
If you
you're
drink tea, then you keep cool, man.
if you drink something that's ice cold, it's gonna cause you to sweat.
Exactly.
You know.
Because then you want to be cool
And this
also.
and these are the daughters of Israel, man.
Yeah, shameless. I have a scripture.
If I could just say something, because you were talking about you got to protect yourself against the sun. If you're in Suriname or in St. Martin or one of the islands and you're working in the sun, you're not gonna be wearing no, tank tops constantly or short shorts. No, man, you're gonna cover yourself. You're gonna have these hats, you know.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
They have like this, or shirtless, you know, or they wear a shirt and they have another shirt to cover their eyes, like the Taliban, right? And they have their head covered and all that, and work, you know, so that the sun doesn't really affect them too hard.
Come in their eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
because I had that. Because when I was in Suriname, then we were supposed to make a road. And then you have the road here, and then you have a canal over there, you got a canal over there. And the trees are all the, behind the canals. So how are you gonna get some shade? Not. So you have to wear a big ass hat that kind of covers your body, and these how do you call it?
Sleeves?
Yeah, something with sleeves. Because if you're constantly in the sun, it's not good for you, man. Because you're gonna get these bumps and these rashes also.
It's gone. Bumps and rashes plus the heat, the sun coming straight on your head is not good either. If it's straight on your head for 8 hours long, hey, you can pass out from that, man. But I have a scripture. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 3. For the time past of your life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
You read it again, Baba?
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Gone. Because in the past, we have tattoos, you know. We were in the world also, you know. We were also we were kind of going off, you know. We were doing wicked stuff. But then we came into this truth, and that changed us. That made us into a new man. Gone.
To have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness.
Lasciviousness is lewdness, is sexual immorality, you know.
Lusts, excess of wine.
Lust, you were following your body, everything that your body tingles to go to that club, that that party. Yeah, you go to that party. Your body tingles like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke some weed. Okay, let's do that. You know, you didn't have no self-control. You were following your body constantly. So that's lust.
Excess of wine.
Excess of wine. You're drinking constantly, drinking these philosophies of these other nations. You know, coming up with what they love. You know, they see the downfall of these Israelites. and that's making them happy. You know, they're like, yeah, they're going into my trap. They're going into my idolatry. They're going into my God.
Yeah. Can I say something about that too?
Can you read that
Because
again? Can you read it again?
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings.
But this is actually talking about the physical use of wine too much. But when you talk about wine, as he said, it's also talking about different philosophies, like becoming a Christian, becoming a Muslim. That's not for our people. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are not supposed to follow these other gods, man, of these other heathen nations, right? You know, we're supposed to follow the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and not the God of Ishmael or any of these other nations, man.
That's right. You know? So it says excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
So now they think, what's up with this guy? He used to always be down with this. He was also smoking weed with us. He was every time we would see him at a birthday party, you know, being behind the bar.
He was always the party starter. When it was kind of lame. You know, this dude would pull up and make it fun, make everything dope on a Friday night. You know, the brother, he would always link up all the brothers in contact and go to the club, fix some bitches, fix some hoes, right? And all of a sudden you change.
Grab that sign. Done. Because it was even so that it was even so that, you know, they were counting on you. They're like, yeah, he's always there, so
He's always there.
It's a birthday, he's gonna be there. So it's a Saturday. We can just set you.
Yeah, man.
You got a question about
No,
this?
man, I definitely agree with you guys, man.
So you know that the so-called Jesus is a black man.
Yeah, of
It's a
course,
so-called
man.
black man. Yeah.
So it all started there, man.
Did you read it yourself in Revelations? You want us to read it for you and break it down?
Unfortunately, I'm a little bit.
Okay, no problem. Man.
Okay, but do you know you're Israelite?
Sorry?
Do you know that you are an Israelite? Where are you from?
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Your father?
Cameroon.
Also, yeah? Yeah, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Indianos are the true biblical Israelites. The people that were led out of Egypt by Moses. We are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. The Bible is not the white man's book. You know, the Bible even speaks about you cursed when you look like a so-called white man. You know, the Bible says you are unclean when you have yellow hair. These white people have yellow hair, but still they want to claim that they are the chosen people of God. But if you look at our people playing basketball, playing baseball, we dominate in everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Music, all the music that is on this earth, and everything that's dope comes from us.
Yeah.
You know, but we went into slavery. Why? Let's say if you have a son, I don't know if you have, but if he goes to the plug in the wall with a pencil, you know he's gonna get shocked, right? If he puts it in. You're gonna whoop his ass so bad that he will never do it again. That's what the Most High did with us, because we was following after other gods. We was not worshiping him, so the Most High whipped our asses so bad with slavery, and he used the so-called white man to do it. And now we are waking up to the fact again that we are the Hebrew Israelites, and that the God of Israel, its true name is Yahweh, that he is the real power. And he's gonna come bring judgment. What you see now with shopping and going into the shopping mall and stuff like that, buying your food easily, that's gonna stop, man. You know, so we prophesying out here the destruction of this kingdom. You know?
Preach, buddy.
Cool, man, dog.
Good luck, brothers.
Yeah.
Have a nice one, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for this one.
No problem.
Keep on going.
Yeah. So this is yellow.
I know. Soon as it was like, it looked like the
We're gonna go
Edomites.
first. I thought I was gonna.
So I was looking at the
I didn't even think about that.
That's the spirit.
The yellow green. I didn't. really
was
honest.
thinking like that.
I
You're
didn't
about
think
to
about that. When I said it, I didn't think about
Shit
that.
out of you. I thought you were going to go into Leviticus. I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
No. I didn't want to go there, man. I didn't think
Look
about
in the
it
mirror like,
because I was looking at his face and his hair, but not really at his beard. But his beard was yellow.
It's
Yeah,
dyed.
but his spirit
Died.
resonates with our
Dyed yellow.
spirit.
That's the first thing
So
I
he-
noticed.
Yeah, I noticed it too, but you see how calm he came, so his spirit resonates with this, so you can't rebuke him, you know.
No, I was not young.
But yeah, you had 2 Peter's talking about lasciviousness and lust.
Yeah.
Lascivious.
Yeah, because I wanted to say something about that too. I'm gonna read it again, that last part, and you break it down, and then I want to add on to it. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 4, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened to me last week. Because I'm not going to these birthday parties, so now people all in there, you know, shaming my name, making my name.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, be like, yeah, now he's at, you know, he's in Amsterdam, he's doing this and that, and she doesn't know that she's condemning herself and condemning everybody in that room with her.
What?
No. Just
Because she says she.
No, it's because of, you know, so-called family of this world. Because they don't see you at the birthday parties anymore, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna talk shit about you.
That's how it goes. That's why I noticed that too. Like when you're not there, they're gonna talk shit about you. And when you come, they have shit to talk about you the next time you're not there. Because then they're gonna ask you questions. It's rude not to answer them, you know? So they want information.
You give them the truth, and then they're gonna slander your name
Not
again.
even the truth, man. Just talk about how things is going and stuff like that, what you're going through, you know? So, when you come to these places and these